Hi guys, welcome back to this Let's Play of EVE Online. This is Frank and Connoisseur, and so just field testing my Harpy. Okay, let's see how this performs. Let's get within range first. Wow. Whoa. Check out that explosion. This is what I call a dogfight. Okay. Alright, so let me just okay, so that was a brief field test. So I recently got the Harpy because I've trained all the skills I need to pilot it, and so I was struggling between whether I should get the Hawk or the Harpy, and in the end I went for the Harpy because simply because I love railguns and I love shield tanks still. Okay, where should we go next? Should we try something a little bit more? How about we try something a little bit more riskier? Abandoned Caldari Outpost. But first, I think I will establish the remains. So I'll be back. I'll cut back once I've finished salvaging, and then we'll go to our next destination, the abandoned Caldari Outpost, and we'll be in for a rough ride, because that location has battle cruisers and cruiser-sized enemies, so it may be that I will have trouble dealing with those, but we'll see how we go. So I will cut back once I've finished salvaging. Okay, so there you go. So maybe I'll just show you the fittings as well. Okay, you can see the stats right here, and if I turn it on, it's a pity I can't turn it on while I'm in the fittings. Yeah, because if you click it, it'll just put it offline. So yeah, so I'll cut back once I've finished salvaging. Hey guys, we're back, and so we're going to go to Erlin to visit the abandoned Caldari Outpost. But before we do that, I just want to show you a skin that I bought for my Harpy, and that's the exoskeleton. So not the exoskeleton, Exoplanet's Hunter, and it looks like this. So I feel that it looks a lot better than the one with the original skin. I think this skin is a better looking one, so yeah, I've decided to, and it only costs, let me show you how much it costs. It only costs 500,000 ISK, so I figured why not. Just grab a little skin while I'm at it, you know, a skin, ship skin. And before we undock, I also just want to show you something else as well. Okay, so you see this small nave scoped, what's it called? Energy Nosferatu. Okay, so if you remember, I was talking about mining in, I think, 1 or 2 videos back, and okay, so let me just show you. Okay, so you see this mega site here. When you reprocess these two units of this, will give you 1 mega site. Now, if you realize, if you look at the info in the description, you'll see that this can only be mined in 0.0 systems, which is nullsec, and these are the asteroids that will give you megasite, and it's an extremely rare mineral. Okay, so if you're going to mine it, you're going to mine this, you're going to have to go to 0.0. Okay, but if you are in high sec and you're doing PvE, you can actually obtain the megasite by looting after you finish destroying the enemy NPC ships. And so once you bring the items back, once you bring the loot back to your home station, then what you should do before you, okay, let me just show you the market price. It does take a bit of time. Okay, so it doesn't sell for very much. 1,000 ISK, that's very little. So if I were you, I would actually check by right clicking and then reprocess and see what you get for the output results. And if you get something like a mega site, then don't sell it. Instead, you should reprocess it, okay, because it'll give you something that's worth far more than if you were to just sell it. You know, this will probably just get you 2000 ISK, but if you reprocess it, then you will get 1 unit of this very important, very rare mineral. And if you are into manufacturing, okay, and just wait for this to come up. And so say you're trying to manufacture a ship, you'll see that it requires 4 units of megasite. Okay, so if you don't want to go into 0.0 to mine for megasite, then what you can do is by doing PvE in high sec. And when you get something like this, you know, so like I said before, when you bring something back, don't just sell it off straight away. Instead, what you should do is you should you know, reprocess and see what you get. Okay, and if you get something that's very rare, like the megasite, or you know, there's Zydron, which is also very yeah, you're gonna have to go into low sec or null sec. Yeah, this is also very rare, the Zydron mineral. Yeah, so this is very rare as well, very rare and very expensive. So if you get items that give you this or the megasite, then you should reprocess it. Unless the item is worth so much ISK that you'd rather sell it than getting the megasite. Let's say you're not into manufacturing and you have no interest in the megasite, then yeah, go ahead and sell it. But if you are into manufacturing like I am, then you know, this is probably the best way you can get the megasite without having to go into, you know, 0.0 mining, null sec mining. And it's probably a lot safer as well. Okay, and okay, so I'll just reprocess this. Okay, so you'll probably understand why now that that even mundane items have a value on the market. And one thing that you'll want to remember is that you know, this market, this economy is run by players. So what you're going to find is that yeah, let's use this as an example. What you're going to find is that people are going to try and sell items for more, but they're going to try and buy it for less. And that's just the simple laws of supply and demand. It's just how it is, you know. I mean, if you, okay, let's bring up another item. See, every item that you see on the market, chances are you're going to see that it's going to, other people are going to sell it for more, but they're going to be buying it for less. And so, yeah, so you know, if you have an item that is worth more to you by reprocessing it, then go ahead and do that. But if you feel that it's worth more to you by selling it, then you know, by all means do that as well. But you know, it's just just to show you guys that the simple laws of supply and demand. You know, people are going to buy it for, people are going to sell it for more, but they're going to buy it for less, because everyone wants to make money. And I want to make money as well. So okay, let's close that, and let's continue. Let's go and find some action. And I probably haven't shown you guys the abandoned Caldari outpost, which is very, very dangerous. There are battle cruisers and cruisers there. Right. Now I may take this ship into low sec, or maybe try and look for a wormhole one of these days and see whether I can try and destroy those was it the drifters that I came across. So yeah, so hopefully I can take them on instead of getting blown up like what happened last time. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this point, and this is probably very important for you guys to remember, is if you're going to go into somewhere that could potentially be very, very dangerous, what you want to do is you want to plot your escape route. And okay, we'll wait for us to jump through first. So what you want to do is you want to set an escape route so that if the worst should happen, then you can try and escape. Oh, no. Yeah, so we want to go here. Okay. Yeah, see, there's all these very, very dangerous ships. Yeah, let's see how long my yeah, I've got very strong shields, so I'm going to try and see if I can take this thing down. Only made of scraps. Is that all? Oh, that's pathetic. I was expecting something a little bit, something a little bit more valuable, but hey, look what I managed to achieve. Now, this is something I couldn't even do with a. Oh, I didn't want to jump through, but yeah, this was something I wasn't able to achieve, even with my what do you call? Okay, let's jump back in. Yeah. What I mean was wasn't able to last this long, even in my caracal, which is my missile boat cruiser. So yeah, I am pretty happy with this. Happy with this ship. It's not only very strong as a, as a tanking assault frigate, but it also has a fairly formidable weaponry, although it's probably not the best, not the most powerful, but I would say it's serviceable. So yeah, this assault frigate is definitely not a damage dealer. It's more of a maybe we take this thing out first. Take out these take out these cruisers first. Oh, brilliant. Love those explosions. Okay, so I think I'm handling this fairly well. So hopefully no one comes along and tries to steal my loot. I was telling one of my viewers, Eric Malkovian, that I've already had a few run-ins with players who turned suspect within striking range of my ship. So basically what happens is that I was, basically doing high-sec PvE, and one player came along and turned suspect. Now I'm not sure whether he turned suspect as a result of stealing from my loot or someone else's loot, but he did turn suspect, and so he was in a Corax, which is a destroyer, an extremely missile-oriented destroyer, and I was in my Caracal. Now I did think about opening fire and maybe try and take him on, but I decided not to in the end because I wasn't sure whether maybe he has a friend waiting in the system. So I decided not to because he was quite a daring kind of guy. He seemed like he was waiting for me to open fire on him so that he can engage me in combat and maybe get his friend to come along and help him. It goes to show you that this game is very, you never know how a player is going to respond. Let's look at damage. Oh, look at so there is damage on the enemy player's ship as well. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll pick up the loot, because I don't think those battle cruisers going to be able to do very much to me. I'd rather loot first. What? Okay. Okay, so just going back to what I was talking about, players, you never know how they're going to respond when you encounter them. It's pretty funny as well. The other day, I was in my Caracal and I entered one of those random spawning baristas sites, and when I got there was already another player piloting a Merlin, and he was just quietly going about his business of destroying the NPC ships, and then I came along and why is this so slow? Anyway, so like I was saying, so I started destroying another NPC ship, and and a few seconds later that player warped out. Now I don't know whether it's because he was done with the site or whether he just was a little bit uneasy. Maybe he thought that I would try and destroy him. But yeah, it was it's kind of just made me think that players don't know how you're going to respond, and you don't know how players are going to respond. And I think that's part of the beauty of navigation is not very good. Auto navigation, I think sometimes you do have to come on, get some speed. And as I was saying, it does remind me of a video that I watched recently, and I've got a link in the description below if you want to have a watch. It's basically this guy talking about his Ultimate Online experiences when he was a kid, and I do agree with a lot of his sentiments, because I do enjoy these encounters in an MMORPG where you don't know how the player is going to respond, where there's stakes involved and you don't know, there's that element of unpredictability, and I think that's something that's missing in a lot of MMORPGs today, where players are basically too protected, and a lot of the risk versus reward simply is not there. So yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I enjoy EVE Online, because it is a hardcore sandbox, and I think that if there wasn't if there wasn't non-consensual PvP, that is to say PvP anytime, anywhere, when you're undocked, without that and without full looting, this game just wouldn't be what it is. You need to have this non-consensual PvP and also full looting in order to create this element of unpredictability and risk versus reward. Bye bye. Wait, pick up the loot first. And while we're at it, we'll reload. How much is this? Yeah, so you can see this is like a bit of a bounty. Definitely very good loot. And of course, yes, I will be back later to salvage. Alright, look, I think I'm gonna have to... Where's the ship? Yeah, that's the problem with the auto navigation. It's just not very smart. You know, when it gets into an obstacle, it just makes your ship sit there. So I think you definitely want to, you know, take a more hands-on approach at times. Sometimes it's just not practical. Not practical to let the computer navigate your ship for you. Why does it seem like it's just sitting in one spot? So it's just basically stationary. Yeah, I definitely love the Harpy. Even though it's not as powerful as the Hawk, but you know, for what it does, the shielding that it has, I would definitely say that it is very, very, very good for what it does. So I'm very happy. Now, I did buy all of this off the market, so yeah. All up, like, I think it cost me 55 million ISK. So yeah, that is quite a sizable investment, but of course, you know, for long-time players, you know, 55 million is probably just a drop in the bucket for them. Okay, let me want to track, see the action. You're not going anywhere. We'll try. See if we can get closer. It seems straight outside of its range. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so just showing you guys the final stats of my fittings. Alright, so alright, so now I'm going to go back and get my get my venture. Actually, I think, you know, maybe I'll invest in a salvaging ship, because I think that for occasions like this, I think it would be quite useful. So alright, so I think this is where I'll leave it. Definitely had fun, and so I will be back next time, and there'll be something else for me to do. That's why I love games like this. Just give us the sand and the tools, and let the players do create their own content, create their own fun. And I think this game provides that in spades. Oh, and we just oh, what is this? Whoa. Check this out. That was massive. But yeah, I think this game provides plenty of fun in spades. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Phone Gaming Connoisseur. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.